Hello, this is Robin Thomas with Living Well Connections, and I am so thrilled to have Mitch Webb here to interview this morning, so you can get to know him and get to know what he does. Now, Mitch has a passion for understanding how mindset, nutrition, and lifestyle choices affect the way we show up in life, the goals we can accomplish, and the futures we create for ourselves. He spent the last decade healing his illnesses, including living in a home with chronic black mold, Lyme disease, chronic fatigue, and debilitating anxiety. Through his journey, Mitch got his life back with the diet and lifestyle he shares in the program he's created for clients. Welcome, Mitch. It's so nice to see you here.
Thank you so much for having me, Robin. It's a wonderful opportunity.
It is, and I know that my listeners are going to be very thrilled to hear about you and your story and gain hope with hearing what you've done and what you've been able to do. And I know this has led you, a lot of your illnesses is probably what has led you back to, your interest in holistic health. But when and how, what happened, what was initially happened that got you looking at health in a more holistic way?
So, like you said, 10 or so years ago, I got really sick and started going to a lot of doctors and, had some really good doctors that I worked with. But at the same time, I wasn't really getting the help I needed. And I realized that I had to take this into my own hands and did have some great guidance, but I dove into, the latest and greatest. And I feel like I tried everything. I kind of turned myself into a guinea pig and, found what worked for me and just got my life back. I want to share that with other people. If I could go back, 10 years in time, like you said, the course that I've created is what I wish I had.
Oh, I can identify with that too. That's true. We're constantly learning, and which is one reason why I want to be able to get, you out in the world and teaching people.
Absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity.
So how do you work with your clients? You said you have programmings. What is the way that you work with them, and how can you best help them?
So I work with clients on I've got a 12-week program, 12 different modules that I roll out. I work one-on-one with clients, and I'm working on doing some group coaching as well. Haven't quite released that yet, but it's in the works. And, a typical client is going to work with me from 3 to 6 months. After that, it's kind of like teach a man to fish kind of thing. I want to teach you how to do this thing yourself. And the best way I can help clients are going to be, I get all kinds of clients. It could be, athletes that want to perform better, or people that want to lose weight, or, people with chronic disease, maybe like myself, busy businessmen and women who, kind of want that, want the life where they got the job and they got the car and they really want the health, but they don't have time to dive into it. And I roll out the 12-week program and hold their hand through the process and do really whatever it takes for that person to be successful. And one of the main things I found is that everything has to be individualized, and there's no one size fits all. After dealing with my health and being such an investigator, I've really learned to look out for my clients and what's going on, and maybe what are the big rocks that we need to move right now to give you the biggest, bang for your buck or the best results.
I love that. That's great. And you said you have clients coming from all different areas, right?
Yeah. So I work mainly locally in the RTP area. I do have some clients that I drive to in Greensboro and Winston-Salem. But more and more, I'm meeting people online in this form, like a Zoom, a FaceTime, a phone call. If not, I'm driving to their place of business or meeting them in a coffee shop or taking them shopping, whatever really the need is at the time.
Oh, okay. So taking them shopping, do you take them shopping? Do you teach people what foods that they can eat, or do you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, big focus on nutrition, mindset. With the nutrition, we would clean out the cabinets. We're going to go shopping. We're going to do meal prepping at home. We may go to a doctor's visit together and try to interpret some of that higher level talk, kind of water it down a little bit. Just go out of my way to make sure they have everything that they need and they feel supported.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great service you provide for people.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So what's your very favorite part of your business?
My favorite, I mean, the reason I get up in the morning is because I get to work with some amazing people and I get to change their lives. After going through everything that I've been through, I realized that, wow, this stuff really changed my life, and I know it can help other people. And after working with, people over these last 2-3 years, I've seen some amazing transformations. And, I know it's a good week when I can cry and I can laugh and I can celebrate and I can, just really see lifestyle change in people's lives.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Changing lives. That's what we're here for, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think I'm here for a reason, and we'll learn more about that when we talk. I've had a couple close scares throughout my life. So, made me stronger, made me who I am today, and gave me the resources to help other people.
Absolutely. And yes, we're going to have a talk. I'm going to have you come talk, but also I want people to reach out to you and learn your story one-on-one. I want them to find out what's going on. So, and I want them to reach out to you. How is the best way for our listeners to reach you?
So my website is www.primallift.com. My Instagram is another good place to kind of get a feel for me and reach out there if anybody has questions. And that's going to be at @coach_Mitch Webb. I believe my Facebook is facebook.com/primallift as well. And I also am getting more active on LinkedIn. So you could do a little search for me on LinkedIn. I love hearing from people. I love answering questions. So if anybody has any, please feel free to reach out.
That's great. And what I'm going to do, you'll send me a couple of these links that I'm going to post under the YouTube call.
Okay, fantastic. Thank
under the video. Yeah, I'll be posting these links so people can easily just click through to find you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So wonderful. Well, anything else you'd want to add?
I say stay tuned. I'm really looking forward to this talk and sharing my story. And I really want to provide as much value as I can. So, I promise that people will be able to leave with lots of actionable tips and things that they can try out for themselves at home. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Wonderful. Well, that's fantastic. And I want anyone also, if they're interested in holistic health, if they're interested in any different practices, I have a community called Living Well Connections. And you can find me most easily my website, livingwellconnections.info, or go to the Facebook groups and search for Living Well Connections. So I'd love to see you there and join us. And Mitch is active there. And there's a lot of other providers there that really, it's a good group of people. These are all people I trust. So take care, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much, Robin. You have a great day.